Welcome to Melodies TV, Ghana's #1 social platform.
Onim say on my Ghana ya team we esan say politics inti eto de bia wo ne say bibi koso wo aban mu na enye kra na eya na wusuru say obeba abonten aba bekasa. So far this person is, I can say, the only NPP MP baba abonten boldly abekasa etia a new gay center ya set ewo Ghana no na mebo na baso ye. He's the MP for a year Asin South. Your friend Mr. John Intim Fojo. What then send be ababa tuja na en sama waka ne tintini ni tieti and say or directing a year national security. I don't think he actually has those powers, because once the national security in Yamano, I feel that the only person who can actually direct them the presidency. But nini nemu no ono de wayene de na femu de. Now the worker ne tintini ni titia and say was a national security for sa new gay center yakọ seti wo monko no monko closing it down, because enye one illegal, two enye customs enye den ebuebra intino enye. And you see, I am very happy how people are now speaking on this particular matter. So far wosha nkrofo kasa asofo no say afiansa ebi mu kasa afiansa 11 bi kasa letter bi da menimo a ye Catholic nsofo ni na wo nso de nkrata bi aba wo omo de ne de. So far no, they are the only people who went straight ahead. Obi akasa asa obi ade fefa nchen. Obi akasa asa de obi aka ne say oh and the way ko ye way and the way ko ye way Ghana my empene. But so far no a Catholic nsofo no pe and na wo mo akasa esi President Akufo-Addo nim say President Akufo-Addo yi wo ne ne wo kasa ye sraw wo and the was a wo close down sa de no, because omususu say yes, it is the president who takes action na ebia ebeye adwuma. Until so far no member Catholic bishop, but that story in the later. So far it is only them who have addressed the issue the way they have to address it. Until yanko ready and somewhere NPP MP what they atuja. Now I say our Ghanaian society since pre-colonial era had always upheld a culture of morality and decency, and within our cultural and traditional context, the practices of lesbianism, homosexuality, bestiality yes say obe say nipa ne aboa elder bestiality, and yes nipa ne aboa elder and transgender and other related practices Anna, no, let me check, because let me check the bestiality, no. I stand to be corrected, but I think bestiality is nipane, but bestiality is not part of this LGBT things. Bestiality, or say sexual intercourse between a person and an animal. Or say transgender and other related practices of LGBTQI had long held as abomination and utterly abhorred. Or say the concept of family for us as Ghanaians has always been and will always be initiated by marriage between a man and woman. The fundamental principle of biblical marriage is construed as one between man and woman, as it was in the beginning instituted by God between Adam and Eve. The influence of the West on our society relating to LGBTQI infiltrations remain an age-old pressure which must be resisted as long as the pressure shows no indication of abating. I say LGBT sesebe obema ne obema elder woba ne oba elder na yade bia mbrofofo no say wo mo de ba yeso no ache na Ghana enni kwanse yeso so omoso once wo mo de pressure na eba no yenso yen resist. I say section 104 of Ghana's criminal code proscribes LGBT with a specific provision of unnatural carnal knowledge. While some activists have contended that the provision of unnatural carnal knowledge is anachronistic and no longer sufficient to adequately address the emerging trends of LGBT matters in the country, and so therefore further strengthening of the law is required to position our laws more robust, encompassing and stringent in dealing with the abominable practices of LGBT. I have remained an ardent advocate for the enforcement of existing laws and fully inclined towards federal legislation to adequately deal with these matters in consistency with the Constitution of Ghana and in line with our broad religious and cultural orientation, with particular regard for morality. Now, in some of papa ne can say, ebi mo argue, say Ghana mbrana ewo saa obema ne obema da anyway no ewo say yemia musisi akra no because more about account. One say first no ni e kan ni say gays and lesbians pe ye kan ni say oba oni oba da and your friend lesbian obema oni obema da na your friend gays sisi ano more about account in the sense say emema bi wo ho a wo mutumi twa omo part no no ma be ye omo ho emma omo ne from transgender ati ase emema bi wo ho a wo mo ye bisexual obema wono woni oba da wono nso woni bema da ati ase inti Ghana mrane there it focused on only the I think the gays and the lesbians no but sisi ano bebre na ba be kan inti na kan no LGBTQI inti I no stands for intersex, Q no ye for queer people, T for transgender, B for bisexual, J for gays, and L no for lesbians. Inti no more about the count inti no the papa ne can say sisi ampo de e was say ye mra na kra no ye hyemu kena na emu ya den na de ababeka ho nyina no ye make sure say eno nso ejina mu asemu papa ne kra wo kan no o se ye bi mo kra e kan sansem no so wo fo asankrofo ne so. Now this is where papa no dive into the main issue. I said the recent opening of LGBTQI Resource Center in Accra is the height of it. Was say ye BSA center yi e won kran no sebi mprediasa apem. Was say apem say Ghana ye behwe na ya baba be bie sebi nkrofo yi gay for center e wo Ghana no apem. I say it is the height of it apem edru. I say is the national security apparatus telling us that they have no information on the location of this so-called LGBT resource center that has been open for weeks now in Owakano. And you see, this is the reason why a lot of people are blaming the president, because national security ye nimu ewo omai we mu no. As someone dey bia me can say Ghana say security officials no mo pese wo mo ye adwuma pa wo mo betumi aye. Etiefo me amete hei ma me ko bie armed robbery center Watema, Mamimpi Armed Robbery Center, Watema, and then, would the Mammy letters by 2 weeks. National security for Mamimpi Center. Now, Manchester may church and may resource armed robbers. Mimpi Armed Robbery Resources Center. Mammy letters by 2 weeks. National security for Baba be closing it down, and our police for Baba be closing it down. And so the fact that the security are not working and are not addressing this issue tells you said that be adiano in sakesie bi ehyehyase. This is an NPP MP. I will be a very important question. Was international security for person mo try and say weeks near nkrofo we ebie center yi seven previous national security for wo mu hu ya na. I say, are they telling us they have no intelligence on the people and groups behind the abominable acts? Why are they quiet? If I'm Robert, hey, asama me kai now. Asama me, hey, asama me kai now na papa nenso atro no. I didn't read this letter proud to actually. I'm just reading the letter and I'm reading the actual no. But asama me kai no and no na papa nenso atro. Was say if Armed Robbers Association or Drug Traffickers Association were to publicly open an office in an obscure corner of Ghana, wouldn't the security agencies conduct a rapid raid by now with alacrity? Manu ensio. Asemwa meka ye nani. Manu nsiye. Ena papa nensu di abomu yi. Armed Robbers asemwa meka na papa nensu di abomu yi. Osi inti so ampa se Armed Robbers. Ana sabi omo ton ndro bone no wo mo si resource center bi e wo krom ha international security person mo try say wo mo ntia na wo mbeti akwa ready that place no. Was say it is appalling and most hypocritical that a state that abhors LGBT practices on religious and cultural orientation, as well as criminalizing same practices per a criminal code, would sit unconcerned for such impunity to be perpetrated. Some of us, regardless the ramifications, cannot shut up. As some of can not see or move more. Yes, a woman say, "Be a beka so a wabai na ye a yem say we or see a mubi mo dear woman to me and kawamanuntum." And then I make an this is the first NPP person publicly, and he is an MP, member of parliament, NPP member of parliament. He is the first NPP member of parliament publicly speaking against this. And these are the type of people we want in this country. And no more. Wo mo hu ade ne pa na so hey okoka e beka sa politics inti wonka obeka sa politics inti yan onka. And these are the people we want as our leaders. But see when nim say asem we are working e betumi de wo how abreno because ne party aban ne party time and anyama we AC you say the party time na nyama we sinti no ebetumi de and the party in government na nyama we sinti ebetumi de how abreno. Now, so want to me he cannot shut up. I say I'll keep up the advocacy for further strengthening of our laws to completely and assertively deal with the complexities of LGBT matters, and will continue to explore my legislative options under the private members bill until such a time when existing laws will be confidently enforced with additional laws prescribing the advocacy for LGBT practices in Ghana. So until then, I strongly urge the national security apparatus to take urgent steps to close down the LGBT resource center in Ghana with immediate effect and prosecute the perpetrators accordingly. I say my fervent appeal to our eminent clergy, Muslim clerics, and vulnerable traditional leaders respectfully is that if these LGBT practices and advocacies are truly deemed affront to the values or orientation of what we unanimously believe in as a nation and state, then this is the time to rise up and make our voices a strong position heard and entrenched more uncompromisingly than ever before. On diplomatic front, I urge all states and non-state actors and eternal diplomatic entities to respect the sovereign orientation and decision of Ghana in such matters and withhold their undue interference under the guise of human rights. And you see, hey, letter where Papa ya trem. I mention mo Papa no ne picture. Oni the MP for Asen South constituency, MPP MP, John Intim Fojo. Nyankopon be shado. These are people, the type of people we want in this country. God will bless him. Oh, asama waka. Owie no akatre sebe. Sa EU ne sa we no say masa. Mukọ obi man so a, mu hu ne say they are a sovereign country. Yentumi mba mu ho embe ye ade amompe. Nti ya denti na wo say mo ba yen ye ho a ade a ye chin wo yen mbra ni mu no mo ba ebe soso. Ma bonse ma papa yi nyankopom e na meka na nyankopom be hira no nkrofo be say na yehia people who don't care whether it is their government or not, they don't care. Me say sabe we a esi see the way sabe some people don't endra nana ba na mo e posti about this thing obi be comment obi be comment wa sekra say eh onukra no onim say bibia esi wo Ghana ni o. People don't even know say the esi wo Ghana ni, but nanka ye nkrofo bi era nkrofo bi na etena so a nanka by this time send your media ne kre blow no mia na me ba bonte na me be ka say e wo say asofo kasa so far me ba bonte me ka say wo say asofo kasa no so far me nim kra no me nim say ensofo be ye 3 1 the Concerned Clergy Association, Wamakasa a condemn Osofo Penipa, or no so Ghana has a Sebe Ebony ye crano, Wakwase, Lawrence Tete, or a Sofo Penika Siepan, and Brana mission the program crowd with TV. So I think Crystal TV or one of the TV stations, he Sundays be our program. He also extensively talked about it. Okasai And now, the next story I'll be bringing to you, no, a Catholic phone na asofo Catholic. Woman sofo ni na no, woman so atron krata. But you see, me say woman ni na woman akasa wo bia ne de ye me de pan the Catholic bishops because woman de no they went straight ahead. Woman de no woman go straight ahead to President Akufo-Addo. Woman de ma President Akufo-Addo say President Akufo-Addo hwe no say sa de we jaino. They didn't do kokwasa nyama bi say ye de fa ha say obi person kan no suro na afi ye kan say ni ye kan say dabi wono de wo go straight because for them no omuhu ne say sebe impenyifo bi wa ban mu anso so sa de we so there is no way ade no ebesi ntino de da ho no mebo MP we so abaso he has made his point well known even though he actually didn't address or didn't address it to the right authorities. No, what he's saying is also true because the national security and the police in Yamano, Sabe, you are there to enforce our laws. It is Sabe say will be di bonia one shall say politician that or down say koko closing it down and Sabako closing it down. So me set it up Sabe armed robbery center. Me next say police for ebe frɛ Sabe omanpanyi and politician bi aka say oh nkofo ya set armed robbery center wa ha yenko closing it down na da bi omo be ba be closing it down. So why is it that this particular thing no it is not happening? Into no the other hono no etie for mun try ma comment box ni mo me da say